means you have a poverty mentality. A poverty mentality is a hoarding kind of mentality. You hoard every little thing and hold to dear life. Because you don't know about tomorrow. But what God is telling you, you have to trust him. He's saying, trust me. You have a neighbor who is worse than you. Go and bless them. And as you're blessing them, God is going to open opportunities for you. And as you bless them, God is going to open the way for you. But what happens is, because I don't have, I'm going to hold on to dear life, to that little that I have. But what you don't know is what you have has some seeds that you need to sow. Because if you don't sow, the harvest will not come. If you don't sow those seeds, the harvest will not come. God has put some greatness in you. God has put words in you. God has put wealth in you. See, I'm giving you what God has given me. I'm sowing. But I'm reaping good, big time. I am sowing every day. I am talking to you people. And I am preaching the word every day. I'm preaching the word. And I'm encouraging you. I may not get it. I may not get any rewards physically, but I'm sure cashing in my supernatural bank. I am cashing in. I mean, I have it in there. Okay, I'm rich in the spirit. I know that because I make it a point to give every day. If I don't give it in physical, I give it spiritually. Every time I give to you, I am getting back. Anytime it is impactful to you, I am getting back. Because everybody has to be fruitful wherever you are. We have to be fruitful. We have to have something to give. We all have to have something to give every day. Give it away. As you give it away, God is giving you back. As you give it away, God is giving you back. There is a spiritual connection with giving. When you give, God is opening the windows of heaven. When you give, God is opening upstairs. When you give, there's an open heaven unto you. When you give, when you are merciful, mercy will find you in your way to your destiny. Mercy. You need mercy. You need divine helpers to say, I am bringing mercy to you because you've been merciful. So where I'm going, there's going to be mercy because I am being intentional about being merciful. You see, selfishness is a bad thing. Selfishness is a poverty spirit. Selfishness. Because you have nothing to give. You're thinking about me. See me like Ayana with my spear. It is all about me. It's all about my comfort. And it's all about me. It's all about what I say. You don't have to talk. It's me who has to talk. It's me who has to be in the limelight. It's me who has to take all the conversation. And it's me. I'm talking about me and what I like, what I don't like. And I don't even want to know what you like or what you don't like. It's all about me. Selfishness. That is a poverty mentality. That is a bankrupt mentality. Because you are taking the airspace from people. You are taking something from people. You are taking opportunities from people. You are taking and robbing them of their chance to talk. You are robbing them of their chance to express themselves. You are taking. No wonder you don't have anything because you are a miser. You are selfish, right? I'm just giving you a scenario. I'm sure nobody in this prayer line behaves like that. But I'm just saying, for saying sake, that these are the transactions. When you give, it shall be given to you. Pressed down, shaken together, running over. Wouldn't you like that? 5 years down the line that you're sowing now. So 5 years down the line, Mercy is you're going, but Miss Mercy is waiting for you. Maybe there are about 6 Mercies waiting for you by the road of this walk of destiny. 5 years down the line, because you're gonna need it, because you don't know what you're going to find in the way. You don't know what you're gonna need. You don't know what turns life is gonna take. I know I'll need mercy, so I give it now while I still can. I give it now while I still have some little money. I give it now when I still have it, because tomorrow I may not have it. I give it now when I have the opportunity. The Bible says chance and time happen to all men. Time and chance happens to you. When the time and chance happens to you and you don't do it, tomorrow you will not be promised to be able to do it. Once today passes, the opportunities of today have passed. God has given you the opportunity today to give. If you don't give today, tomorrow is another day. Today will be wiped out for good. You will never get today back. You go into tomorrow, and there's nothing to show for your catalog of giving, or maybe your book of giving. What did you give today? What are you giving tomorrow? Right? Every day that passes and you don't give away something is being demanded of you. Something is coming out of you. Something. So how does your bank account look like? Find things to give people. All right? I'm not saying go and sell your house and give people, but the Lord is putting some seeds in your hands to give people, to be a charitable human being. Because when you're charitable, I'm telling you, you're charitable, you're truthful, you're faithful, you're consistent. Favor is going to find you, favor with man and favor with God. God is going to set you up with the right people to do the right business, even the right business and the right customers to come and find you and be able to buy from you. Because if you are bankrupt, guess what? You're not going to get mercy. Everywhere you go, you'll be stuck. You'll be stuck here, stuck there, stuck there, stuck there. And even when you get your money, you go and buy goods, the goods will be impounded. And when the goods are impounded, then you have to get more money, and you're going to borrow more money to go and clear your goods. And when you clear your goods, the police is going to stop you. And then they're going to want Kitu Kidogo. And then many things are going to be happening. You see, it will be you that they stop. Because God resists the proud. God resists the proud. You don't want God to resist you. You don't want God to block every place where you go, buddy. You don't want the Almighty God to block your way, because you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going far at all. You're not going. You will be like a dog chasing your own tail, going round and round in circles, being a busybody, but not being able to achieve anything. Giving. Give, and it shall be given to you. There is a spiritual transaction of giving. You see, when you have money, right? You have money, and you give it for what you want that you don't have. See, you're giving what you have in exchange for what you don't have. So even spiritually, when you give something physical, you're getting back something spiritually that you don't have. You're adding to yourself. What you see is not what it is. Life is spiritual. Life is spiritual. Life is spiritual. When you go into a club, right? Just when you are paying at the door, that money you give at the club, you have accepted the rules of engagement of the spiritual climate of that club. If that is the devil's territory, where they are doing drugs and behind the scenes, they do it subtly, you may not see it. They may be doing it behind the camouflage. When you go to the clubs, it is going to be dark. Am I right? Have you ever entered a club that has bright lights and everybody can see everybody, No, it is camouflaged dark, so that whoever is cheating with so and so, and whoever is doing all kinds of stuff, can be able to sail through unnoticed, because everything is dark and you cannot make out whose face is whose face, maybe, or whatever. You can be camouflaged. But that is the way. When you go into that territory, there are territorial governing spirits of that place. And these spirits, the territorial spirits, evil spirits that are taking care of this territory, right? They are responsible for 3 missions. Kill, steal, destroy. Kill, steal, destroy. Kill, steal, and destroy. Kill, steal, and destroy. Kill, steal, destroy. Kill. Marriages are being killed there. Because there are people who can't stop. There are people who can't stop, who can't govern their spirit. There are people who can't control themselves. They stay longer than they have to stay. And they do what they ought not to do. His people kill. Families are being put apart, destroyed, because he who comes to kill, steal, and destroy is going to and fro, looking for whom to devour, who is not sober, who is in the club drinking, silly, until they have to drag you out of the bar, out of your mind, and you don't even know where you're going, who you're sleeping with, which car where you're going to sleep, where they've thrown you on the street, like an irresponsible fool, right? So, every place you go into, there's a spiritual covenant you're going. You're going in. When you go through the door, you have accepted the consequences of what is going on in there. If what is going in there is a bad thing, then when bad things happen, you have already given the enemy legal right to get into your life. When you're going into the church, you're having some kind of agreement that you're going to receive from God. You're going to receive from God. Not from man, but from God. And when you're going there and you worship in spirit and in truth, there's an exchange. You give and you get. You give and you get. You give and you give God your praises, and you give God your worship. You appreciate him. And because you do that, you command his presence. His presence comes down. And in his presence, there's fullness of joy. Receive? There's something you get. You give your worship and your praises, and you get the fullness of joy. You get the fullness of joy. When you worship and praise, and the Lord comes into your presence, where you're 2 or 3 gathered in his name, his presence is there. And in the Lord's presence, there is a liberty.